everyone. Um, the title is going to be there. There's a lot that we all need to look into and look around us, and also to wake up. And if you are noticing, help others to wake up. Anyway, first, I don't know how long this is going to be, but oh, I'm going to get this up. But anyway, first I want to say, because I came across something, and this is for my fam gangsters, and you know who you are, and also it's the ones also who did something on it. Well, you know who you know you are, and when I get in full what I am definitely right on, when I say, are you ready? You know, ask me for the details. This is the kind that you say, whose car we taking? And I'll bring the shovels, just in case. That's the kind what I need, you guys. But, I could do it myself also. Anyway, um, what's all out there that's up? People are saying there's a pill out here that, I don't know, it's tracking you, and also to remind you to take your medications. Different ones are saying it's for everyone to track, to get information, you know, out of you. And you don't take it, it will be, meaning everything that you want will be denied, like food and whatever else. When you look it up, yeah, they'll be denied food and whatever else, and it's only for chronic illnesses. Either way, food now depends if you're diabetic, and you're eating the foods and you know that you're not supposed to, how are you supposed to get better? So they're going to deny it and whatever else that's, denied. Now, I remember this when I was younger, little. Well, okay, younger. They did this when, like I said, to someone who had, said a heart condition. They were monitoring them until they can find out what was, you know, wrong with them, and if it was a heart attack, because it showed up as one. They took this pill, but they did have to have the patch and a monitor, which was hooked up to go directly to the doctor to check their heart rate and everything every day for I don't know how long. Um, and if anything was off, it will alert the doctor. Now, what the video that I saw isn't saying that. So, this is one of the things that I spoke about. Always check into things first. Now, what I'm going to say in this video, and I put up on my community or post about the video that I saw. I said no to denying food and everything. If it's for everyone to take, and if you have to have medicine, and you're not on it long, they could still track you. And if that's the case, then it's still a no. So look into it. I don't know what, some are saying one thing, another one is saying another thing, But, if it is for ones who are taking for chronic illnesses like, schizophrenia and all that, and this way they can keep track, they know that they're taking their medicine. And if they spit it out or whatever, they'll still know. So I think that's a good idea, but not to track and get information as in, keeping track who you are and stuff like that. No. So let's get to this one, another one. I came across, and it stated that it was for this year, but this father is from Philadelphia, and their son had to go, I forget. This happened in 2011, that their son got killed. They were supposed to go over to do something, but wherever they had to go, they were all ready to shoot the planes down, and the son was in military. But wherever they were going, they already knew about it. Now, the son sent videos and everything to the father. Now, why is it that, what is this, 2026? How come the father still, or the parents still don't know what happened? And apparently, in whoever did the video, saying that their son got cremated without the parents' consent. There's a whole bunch of things. So why haven't these parents and whoever else that was with still haven't gotten. This was back in 2011. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, there's another one that's out here. Now, I spoke about this before. There are pictures floating around and videos about this. People are seeing large cross in the sky. Now, whoever reposted the video. When I saw it, it looked like a plane of sort, shape, as a cross. But anyway, it was real bright. Anyway, they also said what I read, because it didn't say a lot. It just said read the caption, the description. So I did. And it's saying that a whole bunch of cattle was passing away, all kinds of stuff was, happening. Check into it. Okay? Now, I said that people are putting things up that it's the opposite of God isn't really God. He's really the, Lucifer, the devil. And Lucifer and the devil is really God to trick people. Now, check in to your livestock, okay? Now, if they're just passing away, check in if they were contaminated. That's why they passed away. Because if it was spirit, as these videos are going around saying, if spirit was doing for the cattle to just pass away, then they're telling you they suffered enough of accumulating all whatever. And what is going out to everyone by showing that, we're being saved. So check your cattle. And if they were healthy, it's the illusions that they want ones to think it's spirit. And to get rid of your cattle from, producing, milk and whatever. And really? And that means it's on your crops. And it needs to be cleaned off. And you're supposed to be checking your crops anyway. I don't know if it's once a month or whatever. You're supposed to be checking your soil to make sure nothing's on it. Especially if you are, giving it out to stores or wherever. Now, the other thing is, when you go to all these stores, especially Walmart, you know those ones that are constantly coming up. Walmart, Target, and et cetera, et cetera. Well, they're starting a new thing. You see, Walmart is starting it first. I guess it became a trend now because now everyone is doing it. Now, Walmart apparently, now check into it. And when you go, you could see they are charging a fee of $98 because what? Is it because of stuff isn't supposed to be taxed and is? And even in restaurants are doing it. Tips are included with tax. And at the stores, it's at self checkouts. So other places saw it and now they're doing it. I'm not saying everybody, but keep an eye on it. I guess, they're coming up with, I don't know, just for going to their stores, I guess, or wherever. But I've been saying that stuff was being taxed and it shouldn't be. And I've been saying that since 1995 to now. So now it's being noticed because apparently with that it's saying, I don't know, bill got passed or something about tax, that there will be no longer things being taxed. I don't know. Now, the other thing, I have gotten a lot of confirmations with this, and I have said it plenty of times before. I know you and your groups been trying to see what my dreams are, like 2 weeks ago and recently. And I also said, what you're putting in my dreams, it's all about you. You know, being in trouble all the time. In my dreams, I'm seeing this. Trying to get food. Let's not forget, offing me off, which is you who will be. And let's put this in there. You think you're going to make me lose my memory as in forgetting what I dream of. Yeah, that one's a good one. As I said, you see, with some of what I see in my dreams, I'll say it because, when I say it, it's for someone. But I know when it's for all of you, the groups trying to get into my dreams. And you're trying to alter it to negative. You see, and this is the last time I'm going to say it again, I know how to switch it up for you to think you're getting what you think God is giving me for what, you trying to steal and whatever. Yeah, okay. See, you keep on trying again, over and over, and thinking who my person is. You see, you're shown all kinds of ones, okay, who are playing along. You see, they are the my gangsters, in spirit, my ancestors, God, and Jesus, and many more. Do you really think you were able to see what the truth was about me? I told you, all that is sealed. You'll never know. Only what they want you to see. And most of the time, because you're going in there trying to alter my dreams and whatever else when I'm awake and try to do, it's not working. It's all going back to you. Now, what I just said about to my femme gangsters, well, yeah, I'm still going to look into it without my bodyguard, my team knowing. But I know what's going on. I know what you are trying to do. Now, you're going to find out. See, I know how to rebuke and etc. It's not like how you think either. I know how to do it in my dreams. Hey, apparently, like I said, I even put a video up in my sleep. Didn't even know that until I saw it. Now, all of you, I don't give a flying F who you are trying to come into my dreams, our business, our lives, our space. and anywhere. And when I say our, that means family. So all of you are forbidden, obviously, cursed by my ancestors who put that protection on, that none will not be able to come near us anymore. Tried to send anyone or any entity or anything. Do rituals and whatever else you've been doing ever again. And for my person, they got reminded that they know who I am. Because, since I don't speak of them, even though, I protect in silence, that doesn't mean that I don't care about them. But I do, I do. And I don't know how long they have to decide, but either way, it's their choice, whatever. I know they're busy doing something, but anyway, that's besides the point. But they almost got fooled by being around negativity and doing all work that these ones are bringing. To not think and saying all kinds of stuff or whatever. I mean, hopefully you don't say who I am, so both of us agree. But anyway, I have what I need to do, and so does them. But other than that, I don't care what these groups try. I know karma, my ancestors, and much more are coming for all of them. And not only them, it's all. Who just put that curse on themselves, their bloodline. Unless their bloodline, who aren't involved, does what they have to, not to end up what you've been doing and what the karma and my ancestors are going to do. As I said, you will be knowing who I am. Your families will be knowing what you did. The newspapers, the news channels, everyone around you, even your workplace, will know what you did and still doing. I told you. No, this isn't revenge. I don't do that. You know what? And what's coming for all of you. And when I get the full, which I already know what it is, you've done it to yourselves and to the ones who you got. Now, for all these ones who came to me, saying that they were sent by God and using His name, saying they were told to help along with other people. Uh-huh. That you came into, oh, I don't know, what was it? Something millions? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, yeah. Other than them, I love these ones. Oh, I'm getting in touch with you because you just inherited something. But then, in order for you to get it, you have to pay this much. Okay. Now, let's get back to, all these ones who just sent. Not just, but little while back. Yeah. You were sent to help me. Now, we all know you don't have that kind of money. You just want people's accounts. This way you could send them. Whether it's with apps or actual accounts. Whatever cards that you want to put it on. Oh, let's not forget. How about if I just mail it to you? Yeah. Okay. Now, let's get to the ones I guess I came across. See, I think that's where this is from. But anyway, I followed some people, but these ones, I liked it. I don't know if I follow them. I knew they were telling, their followers, the truth, and I just liked it. This was real recent. Like, it was the end of, real close to the 28th of February. That's how recent. So, automatically, I guess I did follow them. I don't know. But then, my team had to find it. And apparently, they use, I looked at it, and the one that I liked, well, apparently, it shows, like address or something like that, and a phone number. Well, it's their workplace. as in different ones who do that, and what they do, they allow at the workplace, um, on their time, that they can work with them, or, you know, do whatever they do on their own. Well, that's not true. Anyway, you see, I know how it works. You see, one, I dealt with these kind of people before, since I was 15. To get answers, which I never did, until I realized how it was done. You see, I didn't realize it, and I had to work overtime in order for me, to pay it. But anyway, don't know. But I have to ask. But anyway, I believe they did. My team did follow those ones, because somehow, as always, when you work for this kind of workplace, people noticed I was on yours. Now I'm getting all kinds of stuff stating, you know, all kinds of stuff. But then at the end, they ask for, well, in order for you to get it, I'm only charging this. Now, I never heard of this person. I don't know why it keeps coming up. I don't follow them. But my team did tell them they're not interested. They don't have any money. And those ones will never get permission to look into my life. And my records are all sealed by God. And if there is anything that I do need to hear, in case I can't, get it, they won't be asking them. He knows who to tell. I mean. But again, I'm not saying that the ones I do deal with aren't like these ones. I'm not talking about them. The ones that I do follow, I like, they're good. And yes, some do have a second job and does that, but theirs is different than these ones. Okay? I'm speaking about the ones who don't tell the truth and is always asking for me to pay for it and give them permission. Now, why would I? For what? This way you could do all kinds of stuff? Yeah, okay. I don't have it anyway. You see, one of you took it, and I'm not getting it until I clean up all of you. And you know what that means when I say clean up. See, remember who I am. And I said it in the beginning. And I know them up in, spirit. And I have them down here. No need to say any more about it. You see, I learned my lesson with those ones who say God or etc. And dealing with people like you that are constant doing and doing and doing because you think, you know. Now I know the ones that stopped, those groups because they got caught and now, people are starting to see. It's the newer ones. I don't know who came across me, but it's all connected of who that stopped. You're just continuing. You have nothing to, oh, I don't know, be jealous about me. First of all, you don't know who I am, really. And if you're jealous of what I do, then you're jealous of yourselves. You're mad at yourselves. You see, I grew up with people taking it out on me when it was really them. Not anymore. I had to wait for the right moment. Well, guess what moment that is? I am not anyone's mat that you can walk all over on. I am not someone's punching bag or whatever else. I am not for those ones who does rituals and all that other BS that you can get rid of me or poison me and etc. I'm not going to go down the list. Been there, done that, and now unstoppable. I'm not here to take anything away from anyone, not even you, whoever groups. I'm not trying. But I sat in the corner way too long. Whoever wants to listen and not let people, get it, I don't know, under pressure, telling people or threatening people not to speak up, or, being in illusions and all that other happy horse crap, blah, 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 whatever. No, I've been there, done that. Spirit is, you can't imagine how angry the underworld is angry. You cannot imagine. Things are supposed to be done naturally to teach us, to learn from, not by force, not by, oh, I don't know, wannabes or, brats and, you know, y- your children, learning from you and listening to you, because everyone was brought up, oh, adults, you need to listen to adults. Not if they're wrong. And you're teaching your children to be bullies and etc. and etc. Real nice. Now they'll see. What is around them. And they'll learn. You do this, this is what happens. I'm tired of bullies. I'm tired of people trying to tell me what to do, what not to do. And that's not only me. People, everybody is going through that. Maybe if you sat down, stopped wasting your own energy to try to get other people's energy, and living what they're doing instead of your own. Well, you just did it all to yourselves, to whoever you got to join your little groups. Well, it's a lot of them because it's between 3 and then sometimes 5 to 8, sometimes 10 in one group. Now, I'm dealing with over 10 different groups. Yeah. See, newer ones took over. The ones that can't do anything anymore. Well, you guys can't either. And I don't know how many times all were warned. You don't mess with me. Especially who I said. Now, fam, they're my brothers and sisters who are chosen. And we all stick together. So guess what crick you're up without a paddle? See, like I said, I learned my lesson with all of you way back. You know, especially the ones who always, gets where they say God, and, they use his name, that I will believe it's true. You see, I mean, why? Yeah, because how much I'm his baby and I believed it in the past that it meant that, you're all telling the truth. Yeah. hmm Thank you for the laugh. But no, did that, done that, and never again. Got it? Ooh, thank you for that confirmation. Most of the gangsters just went out and they reached where they're supposed to go. But what I said in the beginning, oh, they're different gangsters. Now, everyone remember, you are your own person. Don't let anyone think they can change you. Now, if someone is truly trying to help you, you know, this is just an example. Say you're mad or angry, whatever, when you wake up or at any time, and they say something, it's not they are changing you. They are helping you not to be that way. Plus, you everyone knows what I'm speaking about. You see, every day you wake up, you have another day to make a difference. See everything in a different way all around you and making it better. Whatever that can be, doesn't matter, little or big. It's cheering people up, saying hello to people, and doing whatever. You know, every little thing you do, you're helping yourself, your community, and the world. You're bringing everyone together. You're protecting each other, and that's how it should be. You're building up your communities, each community. And like I said, this video, I got stuff 2 weeks ago and some 2 days ago. Now this is funny, but it's serious though. And I wanted to see what else I would get. So I took a break and I put a few videos on, who I listen to. And I listened for a little bit. And for each one, I fell asleep for a little bit while I was listening. Anyway, what they were saying, they were funny too, how they were doing it and stuff like that. But anyway, I saw the cards, and even the ones that I didn't, they either held up or whatever. I, oh wow, I saw them as I fell asleep in my dream, but I was still listening though. And it was like I saw it, and each one that was being laid down, it was like they weren't in the cards anymore. And I'm like, what in the world? I thought it was funny. If you keep doing what you're doing, and then all of a sudden you wake up, that's what it looked like. Like, and regret, you know, what you're doing, you're going to be like what I saw. Because what I saw was how I heard them, with these cards. Like they came to life. And whoever it was for, when you came back, to life, all of you just looked at each other and didn't know what in the world was happening. And you were afraid. And all of you were holding on to each other, saying, what are we supposed to do? There were some, the card that says fake. Well, there was a few, a lot of you. Some reversed, the emperors, empresses, high priest, but they were reversed. The thieves, they weren't reverse, and etc. So I kept looking. Oh, there were, where it was the prison and, court and all that. Yeah. I saw all that in my dream. It's saying that all of you are being forced to be yourselves. And realize what you did. And forced to know who you are. Not what you want to be, someone else. And to tell the truth of what you did. And to heal yourselves. Oh, there was more. I even saw, I don't know. It looked like a tornado, but it was, I don't know, something. It was like, it took a couple of people. It was like telling me, you keep it up. And you don't, once you get to prison or, whatever, that you'll be taken. Like you didn't exist. That's what the tornado was doing. Now, for us, you know, who are just walking around, don't see what's in front of them, around them. They also are being forced to notice things. That it's okay to speak up, as I've been saying. It's okay to say something if you see anything. It's okay to be you. It's okay to heal whatever you're going through, or to get help. It's okay to take care of yourself. Take 5 minutes, whatever. Half hour, half a day. And it's okay to be with your family, who you do get along with and speaking to. Not the ones who you cut off already. If you cut them off, you had reasons. You do not go back. And all of you get what I'm saying. Everyone deserves to be happy, be part of making it better. Everyone is enough. Everyone has a purpose. It doesn't matter how little, how big it is. You are being part of making your community and etc. better. By speaking up. I'm not saying to go to them people. But if you're in a room, or whatever, make sure, you speak up for that person if they're not there. Just, to defend themselves and tell the truth. Or get it on tape, whatever, video, whatever, and put it up there. They won't know who did it. Or send it to whoever they're speaking about. Let them handle it. You all get what I mean. It's time for everybody to start noticing. And don't let people get away with crap anymore. Especially, what I was saying. With all this stuff that's going around. Now, for all the farmers, make sure you get your soil tested, everything tested. Your cattle or livestock, whatever. If you sell it to stores and and all of a sudden your cattle is being sick or whatever, you don't know that it might have, been building up. We need to stop all this. Too many people think it's funny putting up phony videos about, what they do to people. And, making people sick. Or, sleeping with people and giving them stuff when they know that they have it. Whatever. There shouldn't be any more diseases coming back from the past. You see, what's going on also is because people don't have the love for money and using it how you're supposed to, you're using it with greed. Let me see. Oh, I need that because they have that. Oh, I need that. You know, instead of you need to pay your bills first and then go do, but others, you know, are using it for you know what. And then, you know, I'm not saying everybody with companies and etc. I'm just saying things are being put skyrocketing with the price, but in the meanwhile, all of our food and everything is what? Being what? Taken off the shelves because it's recalled. And if you have, you know, paying for stuff, things don't work right, what you're paying for. They're supposed to have security and you know, make sure that their clients and patients and whatever are protected, healthy. So what's happening? I'm just going by what I'm told and what I hear that is going around, you know, that I leave it up to everybody to, you know, check it out yourselves. Everything that I mentioned, I did, but with some, as I said, it doesn't come up on my end unless I go somewhere else to get it. And I can't keep doing that because I have other things that I have to do. And this is why, because as I'm being told, which I already know, I don't really care what the gossip is because I know who I am and I know what I do. So don't think that, oh, I got you. You see, and then spread it. Oh, she's a liar. She's not, you know, who she says she is. I never said who I was. So how could that lie? You make that lie up. I said who I was, only with one. And that I can't help. But I started saying it when you all went overboard. So now you get what you put out. And what was supposed to have been yours anyway. And everything that you took from others that was theirs, you never had that in the first place. It's going back to whoever. So everyone needs to all come together and start protecting each other even more because they're coming up with all kinds of stuff to get people to turn on each other. People are turning on our military people, on our government, on whoever. It, they don't care now anymore. But the thing is, before you get mad and start putting things up and blaming, say, the military or, I don't know, all the presidents, around the world and et cetera, you find out the truth. Okay? Instead of getting mad. That's what people want. It's for people to get mad at each other. Now, I said before, if I can't find it anywhere, I'd rather just say, what's going on around the whole world, between the presidents and everything, or the military and etc. Now, I know a lot of people don't know. They're supposed to, say not their plans, how they're running, or where, and etc. Blah blah blah. But what's supposed to be public, and they're supposed to tell the truth, and etc. Now, if I don't hear that, I even said for around the world, all the presidents and everything, you want to settle things, you need to speak to each other. Not, well, go tell this person, this way they can tell whoever president. I'm just saying. No, you tell somebody, they'll tell somebody for them to tell who can get in touch with whoever. Too many people know about crap. And once they find out, people talk when they either get drunk or people talk, just having conversations in front of their friends or their spouses and everything. I mean, it's one thing, yeah, okay, if you know for a fact that your spouse will not repeat, but you're not supposed to tell anybody, especially when it's top secret. I learned that when I was a kid. So people better start waking up. And I'm not saying to the ones that already did, okay? But make sure. Even I need to, pay attention, obviously. But a little more than average person. But everybody knows